Yeah. Hi all. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ abstract method, right? So what we discussed till now is polymorphism. Okay, then we discussed encapsulation and then inheritance. Okay, so these are like these three topics has already been discussed. ಇವತ್ತಿನ discuss ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು abstract. Okay, and these together, like whatever these four main properties that we have discussed, this is nothing but the four pillars of OOPS. So OOPS andre enu illa, like if you master these four principles, then you can say that you are expert in OOPS. So idella already agide talginu moor. So ivattin topic ಏನಂದ್ರೆ abstract, right? The abstract is very simple now. In difficulty like that, what is the abstract? It will simply provide you a frame, like hey approach madudu one problem. Like if you want to create a class, how should you create it? For example, you will give some default, what we can say, default methods. So in a class create madudidre, you have to proper this particular structure itself, or else you can't create that class, right? So abstract is nothing but it will give you the structure, we can say structure to your class, a proper structure to your class. So let's try to see this. And one more thing is, this is not directly available with Python. So either select new and Marbeku, we have to import a separate library known as ABC, which is nothing but abstract based classes, most probably. Right. So either import modulo, and let's try to see how this will help us. So here I'm going to first import the library. So that is nothing but import. I'll say instead of import 9 martini from ABC import nange ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ abstract based class comma abstract class methods. So ಆದಾಗಿದ್ಕಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, I'll first create my class, a simple class. So let's say class. I'll take the example of my YouTube channel. So here ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು class mechanic coder. Okay, but it should follow the particular class known as ABC. Okay, so inherit based on like our previous knowledge. What I'm doing, I'm inheriting the class ABC. Okay, and here I'll create some methods. Let's say def what syllabus, I can say syllabus. I'll say it should belong to the object, so I gave pointer as self, and here I'll simply say pass. Okay, and then again I'll create one more this like course duration, and here I'll pass it self again, right? And before this I have to give a colon here, and here I'll say a pass again. Clear? So let me remove this. Like if this was not there, and even if this line was not there, simple class and which we have been learning. But what is the extra part here? We are using the ABC. ABC is abstract. So after every this, I am adding a decorator known as abstract class method. Okay, I'll define it. It is a abstract class method. Clear? So so whenever you are inheriting mechanic coder, like this is like a blueprint now. This is a blueprint. So if anyone wants to create a class of mechanic coder or want to contribute to this project, he has to take what? He has to inherit this class, and after inheriting, class irabeku, like method irabeku. Like if this method is not present in his class, he can't inherit. Okay, and here you need not pass anything. It's just a pass. You are just declaring what the methods. We'll just simply declare. So it's like more like a creating a blueprint. So once we are done this, so again I'll create a let's say class Python in Kannada, which we already have. Okay, I'll inherit mechanic coder. Okay, mechanic code. and this. And if I just say pass, so Nini class that now discuss 32, like if I just do this much, I can still create an object of this, right? So if, for example, let's say the instructor is me, Shri. So I'll create an object as Shri, and I'll create the class Python in Kannada as I'm teaching. Adre ಈಗ ನಾ run ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ I'll get an error. Let me check if I'll get an error. So I'll just go up and run. So if you see, ನನಗೊಂದು error ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಏನಂತ ಇದೆ that ಈ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಯಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ which are inherited from mechanic coder, which is syllabus and course duration. So it is mandatory ನೀವು ಈ blueprint follow ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನಾರ ಈ blueprint follow ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ error ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. So to avoid this error, what we have to do is it's mandatory to create a class or a method named as syllabus. So na en martini syllabus anta create martini, and after this I'll pass self, and here I'll return syllabus end to end syllabus. Okay, I'll create one more this def course duration. Pointer is to the object itself, so self anta ಬರಿತೇನೆ self, and ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ return ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, return average 2 months, I can say. Clear? So ಈಗ ನಾ ಏನಾರ run ಮಾಡ್ರೆ I won't get any error. So if I run it, so if you see successfully run ಆಯ್ತು. So what happened here? So ಈ class is this summon, the abstract class is this summon. I had to implement this logic in my main class, that is Python in Kannada. So ನನಗೆ ಇದು course duration ಮತ್ತು syllabus ಹಾಕ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ನಂದು ಈ class ದಾಗ. Similarly, let's say now next I want to create some Java tutorial. ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, no one can just come and update. He has to first have a syllabus. ಅವನಿಗೆ syllabus update ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ನು syllabus ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇನ he is like able to contribute to this mechanic coder. Okay, otherwise he can't inherit this mechanic coder. So ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, this is more like a blueprint. I guess I'm repeating again, but this is important to know. ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಾರ ಒಂದು blueprint like a proper structure follow ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ then you are creating what, a abstract class. Okay, and in case if you don't want this, if you remove this, then it's not necessary to give this. So ಈಗ ನಾ ಇದು ತೆಗೆದ್ರೇನು I can still run it. For example, error ಏನು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, because ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಅದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಐತು ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೋದು, with the help of this decorator. Okay, so I'll keep it here like this. Like this, and then it will be compulsory. Now I can't execute. Okay, if I check it, it can't be executed. Yakandre I'm correct course duration illa. So let me redo everything. Yeah. Okay, let's try to print something. So to get confirmation everything is working fine. Shri course duration, very good. And then one more Shri dot no, what it is, syllabus alla, syllabus. Clear? So you add methods ಆಗಿದ್ಕೂಲೆ run. So okay, ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ return ಮಾಡೀನಿ. So obviously display ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So what I have to do is I have to print it. So let's print it. Print. And then here also I'll do print. Okay. And ಈಗ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ it successfully is running. So average 2 months and end-to-end syllabus. Right? So yeah, that's it with abstract class. So any difficulty like that, just make sure you are importing the right libraries. So ABC, this is nothing but abstract based class, and this is a decorator. Okay, and after that what we'll do is we'll create our blueprint. So we'll want to blueprint create madide with the name as mechanic coder. Enu idrag add madudidre, then I have to make sure whatever is mentioned I have to have that. Like ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. the next main topic here, a bit of confusion, is about this. Like what one? Oh, where is my pen? Okay. This one. So it work okay. I understood that we have to put this command with the help of abstract class method. Okay, this is good. But how it actually works? So if this is your doubt, this is something known as decorators. Decorators. Okay, we'll just take a look how decorators work now. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ clear ಆದ್ರೆ then we have like almost completed our what? Abstract complete ಆಯ್ತು, then polymorphism complete ಆಯ್ತು, then encapsulation and inheritance. Okay, so this was nothing much difficulty. This is what? Creating a blueprint. This is what? So like example like if I'm presently I'm a mentor, I can play different roles. So based on different classes, different thara work agutte. So here I can say different classes, same method name. Okay, so to achieve what? Polymorphism. So ithara na ond ida tag hashtag kodteni blueprint idatu. Encapsulation ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? protects ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು? What it will protect? The inside variable, inside self variable, I can say something like that. Self variable. Okay, and inheritance ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? So ಇದ್ರಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು? Inline inheritance and multiple inheritance. So ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Like it inherits the properties. So ಏನು by default first property ಇದ್ರೆ methods, constructors ಏನು ಇದ್ರೆ we will be able to inherit. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? We applied the concept of inherit. So ABC ದಿಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು inherit ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು. What is this? Abstract class method ಇವೆಲ್ಲ inherit ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು. And if you see here, we are again inheriting, but plus we are also using abstract. Yeah. So this completes our OOPS concept, the 4 pillars. Now let's go and learn about decorators. Right? So here enter. I'll give a heading as decorators. Yeah. So the main purpose of decorators ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, let's say for understanding this, I'll create a simple variable. Let's say def add. Okay. ಮತ್ ನಂಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಯಾವ್ದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ರನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು I want to say some decorate like beginning, like this is the start of the program. I say this is the start of program PGM. Okay, and last ig na ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು? This is the end of program. Okay, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? Let's say I'll add the 2 numbers. Let's say I'll give 5,7. Okay, sorry, here I have to give the variables a comma b. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು? Let's say print a plus b, which is nothing but it is performing some action. Okay, ಇದು one class. Similarly, now I want to create for, let's say, multiple. So ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು? Sub, and here what I want to do, instead of plus I want to say minus. Right? So now like going forward, ಯಾವುದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಬ್ ನಂಗೆ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, as well as ending sub default commands ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Right? So to achieve this, like if you see, ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, right? So what do we know? We know always there is a dry principle, that is do not repeat yourself. So to either avoid ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, there is a use of decorators. Right? So let's see decorators ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. For example, I'll create a function here, def deco. ನೀವು ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, decorators ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. Then ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಬರೀತೇನೆ ನಾನು? Function name, or I'll say get function. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ function ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. Okay, once we get the function, inside this what I'm doing, I'm creating one more function. Okay, so function ಒಳಗೆ ನಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು function create ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. And inside this I can name again anything. Inside function, something like that. Inside function create. And once inside function create ಮಾಡಿದ್ಕೂಲೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? I'll say print what I wanted to print. I wanted to print this. Control C, Control V, and this is my last statement. Control C, So get function ನಂಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, I'll execute that here, get function, and then whatever is the last statement I will execute here, right? So once ಇದಾಗಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, return what I have to return, my inside function, and that's it. So ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಯಾವುದು function ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ I am going to simply pass it here, right? So let's say we'll first create some function as def myself. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, so here it is going to, let's say, print, I'll say this is Shri, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, add deco ಅಂತ ನಾನು decorator ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ, right? So if you are trying like able to understand what I'm doing now, simply I have created a function. Inside this I have used inside function. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಿ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ನಂಗೆ ಎಂಡಿಂಗಿಗೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ನಾವೇನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, ನನ್ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ದಿ ಅಬೌವ್ ಕೋಡ್, control/. So ನಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಡ್ ಇದಾವೆ, and let me run it now. So if you see, this is the start of the program, this is Shri, and this is the end of the program. Clear? So ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು, like I defined it just once and I am able to use it multiple times. Now for example, let's use one more time. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ add deco ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. So I want to use this decorator on, let's say, def what I'll give, intro something, intro to MC mechanic coder. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, mechanic coder, and here I'll say print something like welcome to mechanic coder. And ಈಗ ನಾ ಇದು ಕರೆದ್ನೆ by chance intro to MC, I'll be still able to get. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, first of all print empty line ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, so there's a gap, and then I'll say intro to MC, and ಈಗ run ಮಾಡ್ರೆ. So if you see, starting ಈಗ ಏನ run ಆತು, this is the start of the program, this is Shri, and this is the end of the program. And similarly there is a blank space, so the blank space is 55th line in the mandu. I'm an intro to MC the again atu, again this is the start of the program, welcome to mechanic coder YouTube, and this is the end of the program. Clear? So if you try to understand ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಡೆಕೋ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, this is referring to this function. Okay, and get function ಇದೇನ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, this is like whatever you give after this itself is taken as argument. So ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತು. ಸೊ myself went inside this, ಅದಾಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನೇಮ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ನಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಎಂಡಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಲೈಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್, ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಹೀಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್, ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ನಾ ಈ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ after this, where it will go, like whatever it will come back to this, because this is myself what I had passed, this is Shri, so this is Shri ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, this is Shri ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, again this is the end of the program ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then it is simply going to return this everything. Clear? Okay, so same thing happens here also. Okay, so this is something known as decorator. Clear? Now what if, like, let's try to apply this on our previous this problem, that is decorator. For either apply madbekitte, what I'll do, control, I'll uncomment it. Okay, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, add deco, and here I'm going to say sub. So let me say copy this function, control X, Yeah. And I don't want this line no anymore because I have a decorator. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Where is the one more one? Add. Yes, this is the add function. Control X, and I'll paste it at last. Decorator hackeni deco, and I'll say enter. And I don't want this last line as well as this first line. Clear? So if I try to run it, there will be a slight error. ನೋಡೋಣ ಯಾಕೆ ಎರರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. add ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, let's say 5, 7, and here I'll do subtract sub 51 minus 7. Okay, let's do 50 minus 7. 50 minus 7. Clear. So ಏನದು? Okay, let's see first what wall we are going to run. ಇದು already execute ಆಗಿದೆ, so I'll not print this. Let me remove this. And ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾವು just a print command ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. So there is an empty line. Okay. So what I'm doing in line number 58 is I'm calling this add function. So ಈ function ಅನ್ನ call ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. But just ಇದರ above ಏನ್ ನಾ ಬರ್ದೇನೆ add deco. So Python automatically understand ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ function first execute ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So it will go here. But get function ಅಂತ ಒಂದು argument ಬೇಕಿದೆ. That is nothing but it will pass the same argument. So get function ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ that will be executed here. But there will be a slight error here because here we have a argument. So let's first execute and see. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, we got a type error as expected. And error edakide because if we see 0 positional arguments but 2 were given. So il nodre now, okay, it is correct. Ill en marta idu 0 arguments, there is no argument system. But ill en marta idu now we are passing 2 arguments here as well as here. Okay. The one solution is you can do a comma b, and here also you can do a comma b. This is the one solution. Okay. So ಈಗ ನಾ run ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this will successfully run. Okay, so if you see up, okay, let me scroll up. Okay, so if you see this is the start of the program. Well, just a second, let me run once again. Okay, yeah, so this is the start of the program. So idasu 12 anta add agide. First what we have called 5 plus 7 is nothing but 12. So 12 will display agide. Then this is the end of the program. And after that what I have, again I have the starting line and it will subtract multiply 43 second. Again I have, this is the end of the program. Clear? So it successfully worked for this. Adre igna mat by chance first one if I try, now that will not go. Print, let's say I want to work myself. ಇದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರನ್ ಇಟ್, ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್. Okay, this is the start of the program. Let me run once again. Okay, so idenata addition function work aatu, subtraction function work aatu, but the print function myself function didn't work. E function work agilla. Yaka edraga eno arguments illa, right? So for this we have learned previously, right? Something known as arcs and quarks. So adil hagbeku. So here I have to give args. So eno arguments idre turi illare just give pass it as it is. So I can also give quarks. So it's like dictionary here. And similarly illen martin nanu start arcs, and here I'll pass quarks. Double star AWARGS quarks. Okay, clear matter. Now even if I didn't pass, it's like pass madilla andre okay, execute as it is. Enara pass madre, it will take it as an argument, right? And if I check it now, so if you see this is start of the program, 12 run is subtraction run aatu, and this is myself function, this also go. Clear? So I hope you have got till here. So abstract method anna nodidu adaitule we learned about decorators, how decorators is working. And if you master this decorators, like once decorators you completely understand adre, then Flask is too easy, because Flask is nothing but we are using lot of decorators itself. So alenu madalla, like at we say at the beginning at app.root, and then we'll route our websites separately to different web pages based on the functions provided here, right? So this each Flask ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, yes, you have to completely understand what is decorators and how is it working. Finally, before ending our class, ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೋತೈತೆ, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ರನ್, ಅದ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, so that we can again do with the help of decorators, right? So let me clear the screen and let me comment the above code. Okay, I'll just comment this, or I'll just write a different function here itself instead of commenting. In baritin nano function is a def timer anta function baritini, timer, right? So il you get function agbeku, get function. Okay, and here I am going to write some code. Before writing that code, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು, import time ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so import time. We will always import it in first line. Okay, ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಏನಾರ import ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ it should be always done in first line. ಆದ್ರೆ just ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಲೈನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 35 ದಾಗ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, right? So ಆದಾಗಿತ್ತು ನಾವೇನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು, we have to create a inside function something like this. ಈ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹಂಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಹೆಸರು, ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನಿ. ಈ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ let's say I'll give this itself. So ಏನಾರ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ತೋರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲರ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. So I can say like that. So control C, I give this here itself. So same. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ನನಗೆ, ನಂಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಿದೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ನನ್ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿದಾಗ ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಟೈಮ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಅದಾಗಿದ್ಕೂಲೆ ಇದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಗೆಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. So I'll simply get copy this itself and I'll paste it here. And ಅದಾಗಿದ್ಕೂಲೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಎಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ, ಅದರ ಒಳಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಯಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು, ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ taken to execute equal to, ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಂಡ್. ನನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ್ರ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ, ಎಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ರಿಟರ್ನ್, and what I am returning, my inside function itself. So that I will return. Great. And again martini, I can call, okay, now what we'll do, we'll try to call two functions, like two decorators at a time. So add timer, what is this, timer. If I do like this, and let me copy this yourself here. So multiple cursor and copy mad, enter kotte, and enter. Okay, so if you see, I have added two decorators for a single function, and execute madre. Let's execute it. Okay, so if you see here, so okay, na inam run martin. Okay, so this is with the help of first decorator. Okay, this is the help of with the second decorator, and line union kanta idella, total time taken to execute. This was with the help of the timer decorator. Okay, timer decorator again total time taken to execute. Correct. Then let's see what else. Total time taken. Then Okay, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ 0 ನ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ because time taken is very less. So what we'll do is we'll create one more function ಎಲ್ಲಿ time ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು def let's say the function name is what I can do loops I can say. So with the help of loops now ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬಾಲಿಶ್ run ಮಾಡೋಣ for x in range. Let's say I'll go up to a huge number and then I'll say I'll simply pass ಏನು ನಾ ವರ್ಕ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಲೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ up to this many numbers. Let me reduce it so okay and here ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ I'll just call my timer what is this timer function timer decorator control x I'll paste it above control v ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ print empty line first empty line ಆಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನನ್ನ ಲೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. What loops function ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ loops function is nothing but it will just what it is going to do it is going to iterate through this number ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay and if I run it so if you try to see let me scroll up. Okay so ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So this one was the first. Let me just scroll up and let me just compare now. Yeah, work adu. So this function add 5,7 is from here plus idu work adu. So this entire thing is add function. This entire thing is sub function. Great. So idatu then myself. So myself will start from here and okay total time taken. So either myself print madak is time ತಗೊಂಡಿತ್ತು because here you can see the time is different. So okay myself is working here. Okay and loops ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು loops ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು print command ಇದ್ದಿರ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗೆ just we are doing calculating the time. So if you see the time taken for this is this much. Okay you can compare it in milliseconds I guess milliseconds or seconds right clear. So when you will be having a huge programming huge code application ella iruttella that time calculating the time complexity is the big task like important task. So others like you can use ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು you can use like this decorators and you can compare your time taken by a single function. Great. Yeah. So let's see if we have missed anything or anything has to be done extra. Okay cool. Okay, great. Then that's it for today's class. I hope you have understood still here. So next class, some new topics again we'll return. Okay, so bye.